What if we've been taught that for a long time creativity is competition? What if we've been taught that when you see people winning, it means that you're losing? What if all this while that mindset is the reason you're slowing down, or is the reason you're not doing as well as you should be doing? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the power of creative communities and how creativity doesn't have to feel like a competition alone, but could also mean building alongside other people. As creatives, videographers, designers, filmmakers, photographers, all of them mention it. We're all looking for the same opportunities, same clients, same spotlight, same attention. When you go on social media, it's quite chaotic because then you get to see the works of other people, and 90 or 70% out of the time you become overwhelmed instead of being inspired. You start to see that you're not doing as much as you should. You start to feeling in a way that you shouldn't be feeling, and three things tend to happen. You start to compare yourself, you start to compete with people that are not even aware that you're competing with them. They're probably not competing with you, and in some cases they see your own work and are inspired by your own work. The last one is you start to isolate yourselves from other creatives. You start to feel like there's really no need to be among these people. And those three things could be the reason that you are slowing down as a creative. You're probably not doing as well as you should be doing as a creative. Now, the problem with competition is this. Competition will bring fear. It would make you hide your ideas. It would make you guard your process, your behind the scenes, things that people want you to share. You are going to guard it. Why? Because you feel that you're in competition with people or creatives that do not even have an idea that you're in competition with them. Competition will make you focus on winning rather than learning. It will make you focus on looking successful instead of becoming a much more skilled creative. At the end of the day, you see yourself doing things to look successful, but in reality, you're not as skilled as you hope to be, or as people hope that you should be skilled. Now, the power of creative communities is this. Creative community does not kill the originality of you as a person. We're all created and we all have our divine purposes which we are supposed to achieve and fulfill. It does not take that away from you. Being part of a creative community doesn't take that away from you. It rather could help you sharpen it. Creative communities will help you learn faster. You get to learn from people. You get to understand the perspective of other creatives. You can take two photographers and give them the same subject to shoot, and they're going to shoot it differently. They might want to do different lightings, they might want to do different things, and you're going to have different outcomes. So when you meet with other creatives, it's not your job to try to compete with them. It's rather for you an opportunity to rub minds, rub ideas, and hear perspectives. Sometimes meeting with other creatives will open your eyes to see things, or even save you years of mistakes, because you could hear someone say something about what he's been through and that you could learn from that. So years of months of you going down that path to learn that, you just learned it in a few minutes of having a conversation with another creative. Most of the time you realize that a lot of creatives don't have it all figured out. People are trying to figure things out, and I don't think we all have it all figured out. Someone might be doing the best, you might be one of the top photographers or all of that, but when you go close and you actually have conversations, you realize that these people are like you. They are on their own path, the same way you should be on your own path. So you should see creative communities as an opportunity to learn from other people, sharpen your skills, and also see bigger opportunities such as bigger collaborations, because sometimes some of the works that we're trying to do, or some of the things or ideas that we have, we just need to meet with one or two other creatives and speak to them, and before you know, they have an idea of how to do this, or they have someone that does this and this, and before you know, a problem that looked so big is now so small because you have met a community of people who are willing to contribute or share something. And which makes me to say that do not ever feel the need that collaboration is a way to spoil your work. Collaboration, I think, is one of the biggest ways to actually get your work out there, because everyone has a different audience that is following them. We have social media today, everyone has followers. Imagine 5 photographers collaborating to create something. You're indirectly diversifying your audience. You get to have audiences from other people, all these other persons that you're collaborating with also follow you or see your own work. And so for me, I think that those are some of the opportunities that we get to have when you're part of a creative community. In a nutshell, someone's perspective in your community can help shape your thinking. Someone's voice or someone's experience can help direct you in your own purpose. And so we shouldn't see communities or see other creatives as a competition. See an opportunity to meet with these people and conversate with them as a way to grow and sharpen your skill. The truth here is there's room for collaboration, there's room for competition. Competition should not be the first thing that comes to your mind or your head whenever you see other creative. The first thing that you should be thinking of is community and collaboration. When you grow within a community, the success of other creatives within that community will inspire you, and it should inspire you. It shouldn't be something that you feel threatened by. Rather than asking why are these people more successful than me, you should be asking what can I do differently, or what did these people do differently to get here? How can I do this differently to also get here? When you start asking those questions, those are the kind of questions that will help you grow, rather than asking why, because that's like asking the universe for a sign, which is never going to come. And when you realize that, it's probably going to be too late. If you're a creative and you're watching this, there are 3 things I want you to take out of this video. Number 1 is find your people, even if it's small. Find your network of people. If you're a graphic designer, follow other graphic designers online. Find a community of graphic designers, no matter how small it is, and share ideas, rub minds. You don't have to share every idea that comes to your head. You don't need to share everything. There are certain things you don't share, but rub minds. There are certain things you can talk about. You'll be amazed how much you learn when you speak with other graphic designers. You'll be amazed how much trend is going around and how much of a skill you can sharpen when you speak with other person. The second point I want you to take out of this video is share knowledge. Share what you know. Share things about your craft. Teach something. It kind of helps you master the skill or your craft, even in ways that you can imagine, because your knowledge about that thing continues to grow and enlarge. So teaching should be something that you should be open to as a creative. And the third thing I want to say is celebrate other people publicly. When you have a creative in your community that is doing well, or you see someone online that you know is doing well, don't be shy or don't feel threatened to like, share, and be like, yo, I celebrate with you, cheers, well done. Don't be shy to do any of that. What you support grows around you. To creatives, I just want to say that creativity doesn't have to feel like a solo journey. Being part of a community is something that is very, very important and is, good for growth. Other creatives who are doing well long time don't do it alone. They do it with a community. They do it around people. They do it with people that are not against them, but are people who are working with them in a community. That's the only way you can grow and win. If you like this kind of content, or if you're a creative, I would say please subscribe to the NYN podcast, which is Not Your Normal Podcast. I would be dropping some more content very soon. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's all grow together as creatives. I'll see you on the next one.